curiosity is an indicator of the quality of a civilization.
And liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis.
We're pushing technology, we're pushing science, we're pushing the boundaries.
Discovery really keeps your brain going and keeps you excited.
Everything begins with research. You have to do the basic research or you don't get to an eventual conclusion.
Great innovation is going on in the state of Texas, in our medical facilities, in our universities, and throughout industry.
I see the future of our country happening in Texas. To fuel all of the expansion and all of the aspirations of the people of Texas, it needs its own National Academy of Sciences. And TAMEST, the Academy of Medicine, Engineering, and Science of Texas, fills that role.
TAMEST, in my opinion, is the single most important organization to drive research in the state of Texas.
TAMEST is a collection of scientists and engineers in Texas, members of the National Academy of Sciences, National Academy of Medicine, National Academy of Engineering, as well as the state's Nobel laureates. TAMEST brings together some of the brightest minds to look at particular problems and try to help to solve them using all the best tools.
Texas is a great place for research because you have this incredible ecosystem.
There are some amazing scientific and biomedical institutions in our state.
TAMEST facilitates bringing great minds together. That helps the state of Texas, it helps the United States, and ultimately it helps the world.
It's an intellectual engine for the state of Texas.
Think big. Think big on research, think big on innovation. All of this, I think, is what has made some of our researchers great.
Well, I think I was first bit by the space bug when I was about 8 or 9. I wanted to be the commander of missions that explored other worlds, and so I needed the tool set to do that, and science and engineering was the tool set. I was selected for the second class of Space Shuttle astronauts. When my flight career ended, I wanted to be back into the engineering science side of it, and so I'm really very pleased to be at Texas A&M right now as part of this research effort. They asked me, well, what would you like to do research on? I said, well, spacesuit systems. The ones on the space station now needed new technology. If we could send a vehicle there with crew, but if they couldn't go out, how could they explore the surface? Discovery is about answering specific questions and also improving our quality of life.
There is a reward getting out of bed in the morning and coming to the lab not knowing what you're going to find today. Every day, every patient is a puzzle, and you're really trying to figure out, where do these symptoms come from? Which part of the brain? What can you do about it? My initial fascination was with a childhood neurological disorder called Rett syndrome. I did not know at the time the relevance of that to something seen more and more commonly today, which is autism. About 2013 is really when what I consider a really breakthrough about a path to really now have therapeutic entry points for some of these diseases. That gives me a lot more hope than I had 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and even when I was naive thinking I can fix the world by finding the genes of these diseases. We're not promising a cure yet because there's so much we don't understand, but we need scientists from diverse institutions to work together and collaborate. What keeps us in science is that excitement and that eye on doing something to help somebody.
One thing about Texas that I love is that it allows you to think big. The instrument we're building now on the Hobby Eberle telescope is the largest instrument in the world. We're putting it on the largest telescope in the world. The goal here is to understand how the universe expands over time, where the universe came from, and where the universe is going. We're measuring the positions of galaxies in the sky, and we're making a map of how those galaxies are distributed. You always want to explore the edges of the known to understand more about yourself. If we can get a better appreciation for where we stand in the universe, then maybe we will appreciate the Earth itself a little better and ourselves a little better.
If you come to Texas, you better think big.
There is a can-do spirit here in Texas that doesn't exist in most other places.
You really can think of something that nobody has thought about, and you can actually get it started and do it.
Texas is certainly a leader in aerospace, in medicine, in energy research, in chemistry as well.
Texas is #1 in cancer research. We are at the top of our game.
Scientific minds, engineers, other businesses are coming to the state of Texas, and it's because Texas is a great place to do business in.
TAMEST matters because it pulls the very best and brightest minds we have in the areas of research together in the state of Texas.
The technologies we need tomorrow are in the minds of our students today.
This is absolutely crucial to keeping this ecosystem of research moving forward.
This is just the beginning.